Karishma is also now joining us on the broadcast. Karishma, we will see, it will be the French President Emmanuel Macron who will be visiting the AI Summit. Now, AI Summit is something that is showcasing how, India has now evolved with regards to AI, and we will also see strategic partnership also deepening between India and France.
Well, in fact, this could be a beginning foundation of what both the countries have been discussing for a really long time. I remember that I had also accompanied India's Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal to France back in 2023 when the bilateral conversations between both the counterparts had begun. And since then, there has been a lot brewing between both the countries on the front of health, say technology, on trade, and most importantly, of course, it has to be defense, which Vidya has also briefed about. Now, President Emmanuel Macron's visit not just marks a sign of this collaboration between both the countries, but it looks for a stronger relationship of India with counterparts in the EU, especially in the backdrop of a lot that is happening in the current geopolitical state. I'm here at the AI Summit and we have read much on the fact that the kind of conversations this summit is going to hold significance in. But bigger than that, what it's going to hold is the focus on AI and India emerging as a technology partner for the global world, which will also, of course, accelerate its global supply chain. A host of delegations, interesting sessions, discussions, and negotiations in these 4 days could really pave the way for a stronger collaboration.
Right. Thank you, Karishma, my colleague who's at the AI Summit, giving us a view of what exactly we should be expecting from the summit. The big question now, why does Macron's visit to India matters? Now, there's a mega Rafale deal that we could see reshaping the defense ties between both the countries. There's also a push to rebalance the global alliances. That's something that we will see happening when both the countries come together. There's a joint stand beyond the US-China tech axis, because that is also something that we have seen being the topic of conversation, not just in India, but across various other countries also. AI cooperation, which is pushed by autonomy. That is something that we will see both the leaders speaking about, because AI is the future and both the countries understand it perfectly. The Indo-Pacific strategy, that will also get momentum with the kind of deals that we will see being signed between India and France. Both the countries over the past many decades have had a deeper understanding of what the partner wants, and also marching forward. That's something that we will see happening in times to come. The Atmanirbhar Rafale, that is something that has been the focus point and the focal point of this government. How do you make sure that you get the Rafales, but India also marches forward? The production transfer agreement between Dassault Aviation and the Indian firms, that is something that we are now keeping a hawk's eye on, because this is something that will give India's defense that push. Indian firms will set up production facility in Hyderabad. So that's the focus at the moment, the production facility to be set up in Hyderabad, and that can only happen once the technology transfer happens. Key structural sections to be manufactured by Indian firms. So that is something that we will see happening in years to come. We can also see how the rollout assembly line by 2028, that is something, that's the kind of timeline that the government at the moment is looking at, the roll-off assembly line by 2028. The facility is expected to deliver per month. We are now expecting 2 complete sets to be delivered. So this is something that we will see happening, and this is something that will happen in the production house in Hyderabad. So this is something that the government has often been speaking about, that we now need to make sure that we are Atmanirbhar, and that can only happen when the technology transfer happens from France. So that is something that we are keeping a hawk's eye on.